Child, listen, I have decided to do this video because I really did not realize how many unintelligent people are on the internet. This is a meme that someone created, and it's a snapshot from my Tamron Hall interview. And I am finally going to break down my Tamron Hall interview because so many people are reporting on it, but they're reporting on it leaving out very important factual information. Instead, they're trying to create a narrative about me that simply just isn't true. Okay, hey Tamron girl. Now, first of all, I was requested by Tamron Hall herself to do this show and this episode because Tamron Hall is a Chicago media girl. I am also a Chicago media girl. I have known her for years. Let's start there. Secondly, the topic of the show was to break down popular 2025 dating trends. Myself and another young lady were there to break down different meanings behind different dating trends and styles. In advance, Tamron Hall's producer sent me a list of different topics we would discuss. It was requested that I would be prepared to break down any trend that Tamron throws at us. Actually, Tamron even tells you this on the show, you goofies. If you was watching it, take a listen.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I had never heard of them either. And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define them.
Okay, for those who might still be confused, Tamron Hall just set the tone. She is going to throw different dating trends and styles at me and the other young lady, and we will break down the definition behind that style. The first one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing, and she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I had never heard of them either. And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define them. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you got to have a job. You have to have an ambition that's going to go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? Is it? I need to see the lease, because sometimes
Kendra, I'm not good enough to date you. If I were, let me tell you, because we're talking about it from the female gaze to the male. I'm just talking in general. If I had gone on a date with someone and they started asking me about my W-2s and my bank account, they would have been seeing the gas come out of the pipes of my car.
Yes.
Because that's too, I'm intimidated now.
Well, because women are tired of wasting their time. I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking listen, I just speaking because I heard you say it.
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
you know, shoes is $1,000.
Are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree with
wait a minute. This is getting spicy in here.
But I'm with you, Tamron, because you ain't got my own money.
Don't back up now, Kendra. We got some groans, we got some applause, we got some moans. Alana's coming back with us. I didn't know the Valentine's Day was going to get this hot. We'll be right back.
Okay, so this is the part of the interview that got the internet in a chokehold, child. So a couple things. First of all, I was explaining what future proofing is for the woman that walks that way, okay? I was not talking from the Kendra G perspective. Listen, brokies, I don't ask men to take care of my wigs and my makeup and my lashes. I know most of y'all men can't afford it, okay? Let's just have the heart-to-heart conversation. So no, I am very proud to say that I am a woman that can take care of herself proudly and has always, and I am happy that I can do so. If you watch this interview, you know I'm not talking from the first person category. I say they. There's a moment when Tamron even says, why can't you continue to pay for your own wigs? I literally say, I agree with you, Tamron.
Women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? But I'm with you, Tamron, because I got my own money.
Don't back up now, Kendra.
So are we clear, people? Kendra G was not talking about herself in this moment. I want to break down further the moment when Tamron Hall said, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman either.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know, though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
See, I had to take a pause because that actually isn't all the way true. There are some men who truly desire a woman who does not make that much money because if she doesn't, they can control her. There are men who have literally said, I want to date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because I can control her. She can't afford to leave me. She can't afford to talk back to me. These are things that men have said out of their own mouth. If you don't believe me, take a listen for yourself.
Curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So, women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So, I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, they children can get some...
Hold up, God damn.
Some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Ooh, the tea. Another part of the Tamron Hall interview I want to break down is when I mentioned I had a roster. Ooh, this one really got y'all upset. Take a look.
Kendra, thousands and thousands of people call you.
Yes.
They want to be on the show.
Yes.
They want your advice, but you're single.
That's right, girl, and loving it. Now, you know, I was in a relationship last year, but this is my single season, and I love it. And single does not mean lonely. Single means nobody can't claim me.
Right.
And I got a roster. If you want to join the team, where the camera at, Tamron? Hit me up on Instagram, Kendra G Media. We got space for one. We got space
Because
for
I
one.
love that thing too, but just because you're not in a relationship doesn't mean you're not dating.
No.
And that can be your season where you're exploring yourself and what's on the landscape.
Oh, that clip got y'all so upset. Y'all got me out here as a hoe and everything. First of all, let me break down what a roster is. A roster means I'm dating. I'm not in a relationship. Not one man gets all of my time. Secondly, guess what? I'm not having sex with none of them. Sure not. I'm able to have amazing dates, actually, because there's amazing men that just want to be in my presence, and sex is not a requirement. And I encourage all women to date. If you are not in a relationship, date. You can have the time of your life. Life is amazing over here. But I want to break this down before I go. Here's why you men are goofies in real life. Because actually, on the Tamron Hall show, I was speaking for men in a lot of different dynamics. I was breaking down that sometimes women focus on the superficial things that don't matter, such as height, such as very expensive first dates, in order to find a real connection. If y'all didn't just have so much Kendra G hate in your soul, you would have caught all those moments. If you didn't see it, watch it right now.
I got married at 48. I ran into my husband multiple times. I thought he was trying to represent me because he was on TV. And one day I was in LA. I went out to the pool by myself. I'd had a pity party about something else. I walked to the pool, and he walked over to me and asked me out for pizza. Wow. And I was like, he's a lot shorter than me. That's okay.
Oh, girl, I get that.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
can still eat
okay.
pizza with him.
And I went for pizza, and we moved in like 3 weeks later.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. You know what? You were willing to date a man shorter than you, potentially.
Yeah.
A lot of women have height requirements. They're like, I don't want to settle. Well, right now, your man's invisible. Okay?
Right,
I think 5'9" is better than invisible, man.
And Kendra, for me, I make the joke about him being shorter than me. What it was, though, and you went with defining, I was not defining myself as single.
Right.
I was not, I had lost my job. I had a lot of things that were tumult in my life at that time. And I told Stephen one day, I said, I don't know if I was still working if I would have seen you. Not having my work as my title, I saw that man.
Right.
And he saw me.
Right.
And then he clearly saw a baby too, because then we know what Moses is, and the rest is history.
The guys that I've dated in the last year, the pattern that I've seen with them is that it's almost like they feel this need to have everything in their life built before they can let love in. Whereas women, more generally, we are so like nurturing, and we can see us like building a life together, at least for me.
Where these women at? They don't call my show. They're not trying to work.
So
You better
I've
come
struggled.
Like the one that calls my show, like I love that Tamron was open to a pizza date. These girls like 5-star restaurant on day one before you get my first name. And that's the issue though, because you see how Tamron, who richer than all of us, child, you know, and very successful, was willing to go on a pizza date, and now she's married to the man of her dreams. So we need more Tamrons to understand that, listen, you can be a boss woman, but the things that matter more, don't make it so high just to date you.
For sure. And I think
There's another moment in which they showed a clip from my show, and it's a real popular guest, Dave. Dave is actually now married. But years ago, Dave was on my show, and a lot of women got upset about Dave's preference. And a lot of women in the audience were still upset about Dave's preferences. And I actually defended Dave and his preferences. Take a look.
Loud looking. Oh, we have a clip from Kendra.
Yes.
I'm gonna brace myself because I've not seen this clip. Let's play. This gentleman over here grabbed his heart. Me too, sir. Let's play Kendra's from her show, Loud Looking.
I'm looking for a wife. I want to find the right person, right? So being that I'm divorced, being that I'm older, I know what I want and I know what I don't want.
So let's get into it. What do you want, Dave?
Well, first of all, I like a woman that is naturally beautiful. I can do extensions and things like that, but she gotta have some hair. Like, she gotta have edges. She gotta have her own hair.
No.
We all have a lot to say right now.
Okay, I'm away.
No.
No, he's married.
Kendra.
He got married.
Kendra, God bless him. And I'm sure he's an amazing man, and congratulations to his amazing wife. You said he got married.
He got married. I went to his wedding last year. And the woman saw his video from my show. He got married last year.
Does she have her own hair?
She has her own edges. She's beautiful. She has full hair.
So I'm about to show y'all an exclusive. This clip didn't even make the episode because, you know, TV, you have to edit things down. This clip I'm about to show you didn't even make the episode, but I say this during the Dave moment. And what I said was, because people were challenging Dave and his preferences, and I said, well, he has the right to his preferences, because if he doesn't, then women can't be as direct and have their preferences. And Tamron even agrees with what I had to say. But this one clip just didn't make the episode, but I got it to show you guys right now. Watch.
We gotta be fair on both sides. That means women shouldn't have height requirements. Agreed. Women shouldn't have complexion requirements. Agreed. Women shouldn't have money requirements, because that's where it gets tricky. Because you're speaking my language. Right. Yeah, I think that's the opposite, because I hear a lot of women saying, if he's not 6 feet, if he doesn't make 100K, if he's not dark skinned, I am settling. And I hear this time and time again. You're asking me to settle. So I feel like if men can't be as direct, then women can't be as direct, because that's kind of like it has to be equal then.
So now that I pretty much broke down the Tamron Hall interview, and I know a lot of you content creators need me. Like, y'all are riding off of my coattail, child, because y'all cannot create energy or motion for your own life. I just encourage you to make sure that you report facts, because when you report lies, there are repercussions that your ass probably cannot handle. Take that as a little warning, or as a big one.
Kendra G was a breakout star in the Chicago radio world for 15 years. I lived in Chicago, one of the most popular radio personalities in Chicago, but she really broke out when she started connecting single people across the country. Business was so good helping people in their dating lives. She quit her radio job and joined the Love Train. She's now host of a hugely popular YouTube matchmaking show. It's called Kendra G Singles. Kendra G, Alana, come on out! Oh, thank you. Mwah. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. I'm gonna tell you, I can tell already by my audience, because I'm one of the most vocal audiences in TV. They don't know how to feel about this. 'Cause I never knew, ladies, it was so complicated.
Woo,
It's tough out
child. Dating is a war. You had it right. It's a battlefield out there.
It is.
Yes.
What makes it, Kendra, a battlefield?
I think now because of social media, it's the gift and the curse, because now we're all connected. But that fine man you had to worry about just in New York, no, he worldwide now. He got girls in Italy, Mexico, California. So the guy that most women want, he has so many options. And every woman wants the same man, child. Really? I don't care if she work at the Piggly Wiggly or she's the corporate lawyer on Wall Street. She want her a rich man, and that's just what it is.
Really?
Yes, girl. Hide your man, Tamra. Hide him. Hide him. Don't let him go outside. Don't let him go outside, child.
Don't let him go. Okay, I'm locking my door. Steven, don't you leave that house.